Okay, class, this is part 2 of the section 1.4 video. Okay, we're actually on page 13 now. We're starting with the distributive property. We want to simplify 3 times the parenthesis 2 plus 4 using the distributive property. What we're doing here, we're distributing this 3 to multiply by both terms in this parenthesis. The first term is over the 2. The second term is with the 4. Now as shown here, we add 3 times 2, and we have 3 times 4. Now if we continued on with this, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 3 times 4 is 12. 6 plus 12 is 18. Okay, next we have the definition here. Said let A, B, and C represent real numbers, variables, or algebraic expressions. We have A times the parenthesis B plus C, which gives us A times B plus A times C. The multiplication distributes over addition. Again, the multiplication distributes over addition. Now, we move down here to these examples. Example 6, we want to multiply. We want to use the distributive property. So we would take 3 times x, we'll bring down our minus sign, and we will have 3 times 2. Three times x is 3x, minus 3 times 2 is 6. So our final answer here is 3x minus 6. Now we have b. We're going to take 2 and multiply over these two terms using the distributive property. Oh, I forgot my equal sign here. So let me put that there. Okay, so now we start b off with our equal sign. So we will have 2 times 4x minus 2 times 5. 2 times 4x is actually 8x minus 2 times 5, which is 10. There are no like terms here, so we are done. Now we come down here to table 1.3, which has some more examples for us. Okay, it says here the property. We know that this is the distributive property, and it says multiplication distributes over subtraction, which we did in the previous problem. So here we will have 5 times 4x minus 5 times 3. And we multiply. 5 times 4x is 20x. We bring down our minus sign. 5 times 3 is 15. So that is our final answer. Here we have all addition, but this is over 3 terms. It says multiplication distributes over 3 or more terms in parentheses. So now we take this 4 here. We'll take 4 times x plus 4 times 10 plus 4 times 3y. 4 times x gives us 4x. 4 times 10 gives us 40. And finally, 4 times 3y gives us 12y. Now we come to the last example here. This time, what's a little unique about this is we have the number we're multiplying by in back of the parenthesis. So now we still use the distributive property. We will write 9 times x plus 9 times 7. 9 times x is 9x, and 9 times 7 is 63. Now we come to objective 5. We want to combine like terms. Now we're given some helpful hints here about combining like terms mentally. Number 1, add or subtract the coefficients of the terms. Number 2, use the result of step 1 as the coefficient of the term's variable factor. Now we can apply that to example 7a. Now if we notice here, we have the like terms of x. And both of the x's have the same exponent, so these are actually like terms. So we would add the 7x plus the 10x. First we would add the coefficients. 7 and 10 would give us 17. And we would carry over the variable. So our final answer here is 17x. Now we do basically the same thing for b. Look at our variables. They're the same variable to the same exponent, so these are like terms. However, instead of adding the coefficients, we would subtract the coefficients. 11 minus 3 is 8, and we will bring down our a. Now we're example 8. Now we're looking at a. We want to simplify. We have 11a plus 12 plus 3a plus 2. So what we want to do here, we want to combine the like terms. Typically we try and have the variable term comes first. So we could take 11a plus 3a plus 12 plus 2. 11a plus 3a is 14a, and 12 plus 2 is 14. And we're actually finished with this problem. Now we were able to rearrange these values because this was all addition. Now we go over here to b. We want to combine the like terms here first. So we will put the x's out front. 3x is positive, so we'll write 3x. We have a minus 8x, so we need to bring down the minus 8x. So we've taken care of all of our variables. Now we take care of our constants. We have positive 15, and we have minus a negative 10. Now we can combine like terms. 3x minus 8x is a negative 5x. 15 minus a negative 10, we'll bring down our plus 15, but this minus a negative 10 will become positive 10, because that means the opposite of negative 10, which is positive 10. So now we have negative 5x, and 15 plus 10 is 25. And so we're done with that problem. Now, on the last page of 1-4, we're continuing example 8. So with C, we're doing the distributive property. So we'll have 5 times 3x plus 5 times 2 minus 4. 5 times 3x is 15x. 5 times 2 is 10 minus 4. Now we combine the like terms. We bring down 15x, and we have 10 minus 4, which is a positive 6. Now we go on to D. Now in D we have two separate instances where we will use the distributive property. So we will go through and say 7 times 3a plus 7 times 2b. That would take care of the first distributive property. Now we would take 5, so we'd take plus it will be 5 times 4a plus 5 times 2b. Seven times 3a is 21a. 7 times 2b is 14b. 5 times 4a is 20a. And 5 times 2b will give you 10b. Now we organize the like terms. We will have 21a plus 20a. We will have 14b plus 10b. And I don't know what just happened here, but we could scratch this out. We will rewrite that again. We had 21a plus 20a. And we will have 14b plus 10b. Now for some reason it came back, but let's scratch that out of here. So now we have 21a plus 20a, which is 41a. We have 14b plus 10b, which will give us 24b. And we're done with that problem. Now for some reason, all of this disappeared. However, you can rewind this and it will pull back up everything that we wrote initially. So your final answer here is 41a plus 24b. Now we scroll down. Now it comes back. I don't know what is happening with this computer, but that's fine. That's why we have a rewind button. Now we come down here to E. Now we have -7, and this time we have a minus sign in front of this parenthesis here. Whenever you have a minus sign in front of the parenthesis, the only thing you need to do is change the sign of everything inside of the parenthesis. This positive 8t will become a minus 8t. This -1 will become positive 1. Now we can combine the like terms. First, let's write this -8t. Then we'll write down the -7 plus 1. So we will have -8t minus 7 plus 1 will give you a -6. And you're done with that problem. Now we come to F. We do the distributive property here. We will have 5 times 3y minus 5 times 1. And then this minus sign is in front of this parenthesis, so it changes all of their signs. So it'll be minus 14y plus 2. 5 times 3y is 15y. A minus 5, well, minus 5 times 1 is 5. Minus 14y plus 2. Now we organize these like terms. We have 15y minus 14y minus 5 plus 2. 15y minus 14y gives us y. A minus 5 plus 2 gives us -3, and we're done.